Thanks for joining us today. So from the MacAdmins India session, we plan to have those huddle for every month going forward. This is our first huddle. So we have this on April, and we are planning to have this session every month. So what is the agenda? We'll just see why this huddle and all the stuff. Right. So it is a kind of a roundtable conference, right? So we all discuss what's happening across the Mac community, and then we all just suppose we have any issues, any questions, so you can just ask us, and all the Mac admins in the community can able to help you, or they can pitch in and provide their information and all that stuff. Right. So welcome all to the Mac admins huddle. So agenda. So we'll just discover about MacAdmins India. We'll just see what is MacAdmin India, why we are here, and then we'll see about the monthly updates we have across an Apple community. What are the updates, and what are the news, and what are the information we have? It happened on last 1 month, and then tool talk. We'll talk about one particular tool in this huddle every month, and last is MacAdmins Connect. It's an open forum. You can all discuss. You have any questions, you face any challenges, or you want to share your experience, you can. It's an open forum to all. You can do it, right? MacAdmins India. So it was established in 2009. It was started in a small Google form, and then later moved to a WhatsApp group, and later moved to a Telegram group. Now we have almost in all the social media platforms. We are in LinkedIn. We have a Telegram channel where we eagerly, we normally communicate with all the stuff. And we also have a YouTube channel where all our recordings and all our tech sessions will be posted there. So why we have, I think, right, as I said, we have engaged with various platforms, like we have in Telegram, we have LinkedIn, we are in Slack, and we also have a YouTube channel, and we also have a Jam of Nation user group. So this community is, it is growing. It is growing, a growing community, and then it has an all Apple IT professionals in India. So we can share, we can collaborate, and we can share our knowledge, and we can grow. Right. So that's what the main agenda of this, the MacAdmins community. So if you want to join us, so you can just scan this QR code, right? So it will show you what our presence, right? So it'll give you information about our YouTube channel, our LinkedIn page, and then just scan this QR code. You will able to get all those information, like our website, and then our Slack community, and then our information about our YouTube channel and all those stuff. So I'll just wait for 10 seconds for you to scan it. Okay, so it will give you information about all the presence, all the various social media platforms we are in. Right, so I'm just moving. So sorry guys, if you raise a hand, I'm not able to view it. So if you have any questions, please stop me. Right, so if you wish to join in our MacAdmins community, you can just scan this QR code. So it will pitch into a Google form. Just fill in the Google form, and you'll automatically get a Telegram link to join. You can join in our Telegram channel. So it has a vibrant community of MacAdmins. We have closely around 300 users on this community as of now in the Telegram channel. So you can join, and whenever you have questions, there are a lot of channels we have, like, so whatever events, whatever information about Mac community, and new updates, any job opening, or we have open forum. Suppose you have any challenges, you can just pitch in how to do this, how to do that, or how to troubleshoot. What are the issues you face? You can just post it, and you'll get answers from MacAdmins across India. So I'll just wait for 10 seconds for you guys to scan and join us here. So if you wish to join the MacAdmins community, you can just scan this QR code. Okay. So the main topic of this huddle is we just want to have an update information about what is happening across the Mac community, across Apple community in the world. We'll discuss about it. Right. So we'll see what are the few features or few updates which you have. So we have an M3 Mac, which is released by Apple, which is introduced in 13 inches and 50 inches, a MacBook Air model, which was released, and it supports 2 external monitors, as you know, right? So there are some, the MacBook Airs, the M3 MacBook Airs, the M1 and M2, which suppose only one external monitor, but this M3 MacBook Air 13-inch and 14-inch now supports 2 external monitors. So it was released recently. So this is, and we also had some Apple security updates, which is released in last 1 month. We have a lot of updates released. I think the most important update, which is macOS Sonoma 14.4, which is released I think when it is 7th of March. So why it is most important? Because it fixed almost around 55 to 60 vulnerabilities we had in the macOS. So if you just go in security updates, you can see there are closely around 60, if I'm not wrong, 59 to 60 CVVs, which was fixed. And it also comes with multiple bugs, right? So we had, there are certain hubs. When you connect to USB hubs, it doesn't respond. And then it also has a bug with some Java application. It doesn't execute. So it comes with its own bug, macOS Sonoma, and also it fixes a lot of security updates. And we also released, Apple also released a new update called macOS 14.4.1, which is fixes those issues caused by 14.4. Right. And then other important updates when iOS is 17.4. So I think you all know, right? So Apple released, or Apple announced that going forward from 17.4, developers can able to release their apps on their own third-party app store, or they can directly download it from their website. Till now, we are able to install applications only from Apple App Store. Now we'll get a lot of uh, app stores created by different vendors. You can also download it from their app store as well. So these are the updates which we got in last 1 month. We got 17.4.1 Safari, and latest version of Sonoma is 14.4.1. And then we also got Vision OS for Vision Pro 1.1.1. Right. So what's new on iOS 17.14? So you have an alternative app marketplace only on Europe region, and third-party browser is updates are supported. Now we can able to change default browser from Safari to Chrome or Edge, whatever browser you need, you can able to do. You can able to change it. And then alternative app marketplace, there is, right, there is a DMA case was happened, and Apple is releasing an alternative app. So as I said, you can have a different app store from a third-party providers, and you can also download application from the third-party app stores. And also you can download an application directly from a developer site or somewhere. You don't need to depend only on App Store to download those application, but it affects only on Europe region. It not affects UK. It supports only on Europe region. And then we have a full transcript arrives on Apple Podcast from 17.4. So on macOS 14.4 and 14.4.1, these are some of the updates which is made available for enterprise. So now starting from 14.4, so now MDM can enforce file wall for standard user at setup assistant, and MDM can also report battery health status for Apple Silicon. Previously, you want to use some scripts to collect those battery health status, but by default now the MDM will report those information. And users are no longer prompted for second time certificate, but we had some issues where .1x certificate, where users need to select multiple times the certificate and authenticate. It got fixed in 14.4. And we have a DDM update. I think we had a lost session about DDM updates from the MacAdmins channel. If you've not viewed it, it is available in your YouTube channel. You can just go there and view it. So we have seen about how what is DDM and how to use DDM for the macOS updates. So you can what has changed in 14.4 is, suppose if you are using a DDM update and then you're pushing an update. Say example, you pushed 14.4 to certain machines, and then now Apple released 14.4.1. Right after 2 weeks, Apple released 14.4.1. Now again, you can go to DDM and push the newer version 14.4.1. So now automatically, whatever machines which got 14.4.4, it will get changed to 14.4.1. So it will automatically download 14.4.1 and then it will install. Previously, it won't change. Suppose example, if you are in 14.2 and then you pushed scheduled for 14.3, right? And then after some time you feel, no, there is a 14.3.1 is available. I want to schedule it for 14.3.1. You want to turn off the software updates. You want to remove all those the plist files. Again, you want to commit freshly, you want to send those commands. But now, starting from 14.4, whenever you send a new command, a new schedule updates, it automatically overtakes the newer one, overrides the newer one, right? And platform SSO is now performed with a user interaction, which is available in 14.4. So you can register for platform SSO. I think previously we also have certain users where they enable the SSO. There is a JAMF configuration profile. There is option to enable the platform SSO. By default, there are some configuration profile where platform SSO is enabled. So they had some issues with the company portal, right? But platform SSO is still in private beta. It was moved to public beta, but again, they found some issues and they moved back to private beta. So I'll advise you to wait for a few more days unless and until it is in public beta and released, then you can test on it. But it is supported in 14.4. Without a registration of platform SSO is now performed without an user interaction. It means you can able to push it via the configuration profile, the configurations. And one more important thing which happened on 14.4 is the launch CTL kickstart command is depreciated. It means if you have any script or any workflows which is using this launch CTL kickstart, it won't no longer work from 14.4 and above. So please go and review your script and change it. There are other ways to to start your launch daemons, use it. But if you have any script with launch CTL kickstart, it won't work because it is depreciated from 14.4. And X product definition version is also upgraded to the latest version is 2191. I think you all know what is meant by X product. It is kind of an anti-malware, like how our software updates, how our antivirus gets definition updates every day and every hour. So automatically Apple also has anti-malware called X product, and the definition also will get updates very frequently. Now the latest version we have is 2191. So what is new in Jamfro 11.3 and above? So we have 11.4 is also released now. So account driven enrollment is supported with 11.3 and above. And you can able to now view your labs password in Jamfro interface. Previously, labs was enabled, but you want to use the API to view the passwords. But now the passwords are visible on your user interface. It means your GUI, you can go to user and location. You can able to view your labs password. And Jamfro, there's a change in Jamfro summary submission. Previously, when you want to submit your Jamfro summary to Jamfro to do some troubleshooting, or whenever you raise a call, they'll ask you to submit a summary. You need to log in with your Jamf ID to submit it. Now you don't need to do it because you already have a cloud connection enabled. So it will take your authentication from there. And when you click on submit, it automatically submits. It won't ask for you again log in with your Jamf ID and password. And Jamf admin will be depreciated with 11.6. I think we are all most of us using Jamf admin to manage the packages and all the stuff. So it will be depreciated with 11.6. So there are Jamf is also providing some alternative to Jamf admin like Jamf sync, just to sync your packages, upload your packages and all the stuff, and Jamf printer manager and Jamf action. So it will be available with 11.4. So Jamf admin is depreciated, and alternative tool is also available now. And the most important is the Jamfro Classic API basic authentication will be depreciated at end of March. So it is, I think it's not wrong, already in 11.4, it is not a by default. So it is disabled. Suppose you have any script which is using Classic API basic authentication, which uses a username and password, even though if it is encrypted, if it uses a basic authentication, it will be depreciated. Your script will not work. You want to switch back to token-based authentication, right? And then compatible Vision Pro is now starting with 11.4, Jamf 11.4. You can also enroll Vision Pro. It is compatible. So we have privileges we introduced with Jamf Connect with version 2.33. It means now using Jamf Connect, you can able to elevate a standard account as an admin account, and it automatically. Previously, we have a lot of scripts available to do it, and we also have a SAP GUI, a privilege, and elevator. There are a lot of scripts available in open market. To suppose you want to elevate your standard user to admin access for certain time being, we're using some third-party tools like Elevate, MacAdmins. There are a lot of scripts, and the SAP is also have its own tool to do it. But now it is available with Jamf Connect. You can configure it so that user can directly, suppose if we have any standard users, they can directly elevate to admin from Jamf Connect by clicking on it. You can also configure it for a schedule like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, automatically it will come back. So it is now available with privileges. And most important, as I feel, is this the support to Microsoft Graph API support for SMTP configuration. Previously, um, you want to have you want to configure a mail in Jamfro, you want to have a specific username and password, and it is not secure, right? So there are a lot of organizations which denies configuring the mail enablement, SMTP enablement on Jamfro because it is not secure, because it uses the old way of authentication. So now using Microsoft Graph API, you can able to configure. You have the configuration, you have document available in Jamf site, you can just go and view it. You can securely configure enable your mailing list. So you can able to send automated emails from your Jamf with the help of this new Microsoft Graph API. And if you're already using configured your Jamf with the username and password, it is not secure. So please look into it and try to, if possible, migrate to a newer method, newer way of configuring it. So it is nothing but you want to create how you configure a single sign-on. You need to create an application in Azure, enterprise application, and you want to register it and you want to configure it. So the configuration document is available. You can just go and view it.
That is for SAML login you're talking about, right?
Not for SAML. So you have SMTP configuration for, suppose you want to send any automated email from Jamf. If there is any group
Okay.
changes, right? So
Mhm.
we will configure a mail configuration, mail server or mail account will be configured on SMTP on Jamf, so that it will trigger an
Oh,
automated email to us, to admins.
okay.
So that this, what is it? Jamf comes up with the more secure way of configuring it.
Okay.
Hope I answered your question.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what's new on other MDM? So Katanji, it come up with with ServiceNow integration is live now. Suppose if anyone is using Katanji, you can now integrate with ServiceNow, and you can transfer all your CA data between Katanji and ServiceNow. And Adigi now come up with macOS updates via DDM. Previously, it was in beta. Now they have a full support. So they can now you can also schedule your updates using Adigi with DDM. And I think it is not a DDM, but it is something called Workbrew. I think you might have heard about Homebrew, where the developers used to configure kind of a package manager, an application install. They will just install an application from Homebrew. They'll configure a Homebrew and all the stuff. So now they come up with a new idea called Workbrew. It is in private beta. So it means you can able to configure all your Homebrew installation in your organization, but it is I'm not sure whether it is pricing. It's not announced yet. It is still in private beta. If you need more information, you can just go to Workbrew. So you can able to see how many people have installed Homebrew on your organization and what are whether they have the older version of the packages installed or newer application installed. You can able to push. Suppose if lower version of app is installed or packages installed on your organization machine, now you can able to push it. You have full control on your Homebrew deployment as well as managing the console. You'll have a separate console. You can just go there and view all your, you will get a package, right? So previously you would use a script to install Homebrew, but now you will get a package and install it, and then it automatically comes up in the console. From the console, you can do a lot of customization and management of your Homebrew configuration. So it is called as Workbrew now. So Homebrew, if you're installing it on a single standard machine, Workbrew is something. If you want to manage it, right, it is called Workbrew. You can just, it is private beta is available. Just have a view about it. And we have some vulnerabilities also reported in last 1 month. We have something called GoFetch. So it is unpatchable vulnerability because it is something they found in a hardware level on the M series chips. All the M1, M2, M3 laptops or series chips are affected with this GoFetch vulnerability. So what we've come to know is the GoFetch can able to capture a crypto information when it runs in the same performance cluster. There might be a risk of security key leakages, so they can able to get this information. But Apple is yet to confirm about this vulnerability, and we don't have any official confirmation from Apple on this yet. All right. So we call it as GoFetch. Apps like GoFetch doesn't require a root access and operate with a standard user privilege common to most macOS application. All the I think, all the M series chips have two clusters. One is efficiency cluster 4 cores and performance cluster 4 core. If the GoFetch application and then if there is any crypto application also running in the same clusters, they can able to get a secret keys. They're able to fetch the secret keys. That's what the vulnerability is. So it won't be what is it? It cannot be patched. So Apple need to make some changes in their hardware level, and they need to come up with some solution for this. But Apple is yet to officially confirm or make any comments on this. Right, and one more vulnerability we had on the G cell. Right, so I think who are all using Nudge and who are all using support app. So please upgrade to the latest version of Avil. So just go and download the latest version of Nudge and install it or deploy it on your environment. And if anyone is using support app, please go to the latest version, download the latest version and deploy it in your environment. So the latest version was released to fix those updates, but both Nudge and support app. So what happened? Any scripts in your environment which is using bin, I think whenever you have a script, you will create a header with /bin /bash/sh. If you have any script with /bin/zsh, please go and replace it with how like bin gsh hyphen no rcs. So it will mitigate your vulnerability. Right. So if you want to Nudge and support app is affected by this vulnerability, and then the latest version is released. So go and deploy it. And installer if anyone is using installer is also affected with this vulnerability. So they will release an update soon. Whenever the new version of installer is available, just go and replace the script. Or if you don't want to wait till the new version is available, just go and change the header of your scripts from just /izsh add --no -rcs. And again, we have one more a phishing attack. I think a lot of Apple iPhone users have faced this phishing attack recently. They'll get a multiple prompt. We call it MFA bombing attacks. They'll get a multiple notification to reset the password. If someone accidentally resetted it, then hackers will have access to their username. What is it? They can access their Apple ID. They'll immediately locked out some users from their Apple ID, and you won't even able to reset your username and password, Apple password. So it will completely locked out. So we have those issues in certain areas of the globe. Certain users face this MFA bombing attacks. So please be aware about it. And they also get a call from what is it? From phishing to provide them an Apple code. Like you will get some alphanumeric code to whenever you want to change a password. So they just get the code also, they get call, and they also get those notification to reset the Apple ID password. Please be aware about it. So events, we have there are certain events which has happened recently. So there is a University of with MacAdmin meeting which happened on March 2024. So those presentation and slides and videos are available. Just search in Google with this, you will get those sites. So they talked about conditional access, how to migrate from conditional access to device compliance. Just go and view about it, and they also have a lot of other sessions on it. So if you have time, just go and view about this. The recordings are available. You can view it. And we have a jam of event on April 9. If anyone is not registered yet, you can just register for it. And we also have a WWDC on June 10th. So where we will get about the latest macOS and iOS. So these are the events coming up and finished it. And tool talk. So we'll talk about one tool in each of this session. The tool of this week is network utility. So you can just go to terminal and type network quality command. Sorry, network quality without space. So it will check for a network quality. It's nothing about how you do a speed test on your network. So you'll just go and run a speed test. So it will similar to it, but one difference between the speed test you do in any of your site where you normally test your speed of it. So it does both upload and download speed. What is it? in comma, it'll react to a real time, right? In real time, what happens? We will download something. We'll also upload will happen and download will happen simultaneously. But when you do a speed test, first it will test for your upload speed, sorry, download speed. Then it will test for your upload speed. But network quality command will do the upload and download link capacity simultaneously. So it is more and more real time result you will get it. So you can build a lot of tools with this network quality command. So whether it will give you whether to test your network or during enrollment, you can test your network quality command to see whether your network is good or it is sufficient or it is not sufficient. You can give information to the user that's saying, okay, you have your network is not too high. Just if you might have some issues, please be aware about it. Or you can just okay, your network is good, your enrollment will not have any issues. You can just script and you can do a random script and all those things you can work around it. So the command is network quality, right? And then it also gives some information called RPM. So it will be in a value, it will say whether your responsive is high, low, or medium. Based on this, you can create a script and you can play around it. So it is more real time because it does both upload and download capacity. It will check for the both upload and download separate simultaneously, which happens in a real time. Right. So that's what we have for our updates. Now it is open forum. It is for all of you. So whatever inputs you want to share, or whatever questions you have, whatever challenges you have, or you're open to ask all those questions now. Or you have anyone have any questions for me? Please shoot it. So it is your forum, or you have any issues, you want to know how to do some stuff, right? Or you have any questions to ask, or you have anything you want to ask to us. So we have a lot of MacAdmins in the call, so everyone can able to help you. Or you have any questions to us, you can ask me. Any questions, anything about okay, how to deploy something, how to
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Shrishti, and Mac is something new for me, and I didn't have much experience on it. But I want to discuss something which is happening currently in our environment, and I'm sure that's happening on some other organization too. This is about the Microsoft MFA prompt. So what we are experiencing that people who are in Jamf Cloud, we have some CA enabled with us. That is conditional access policies.
Yeah.
And what is happening that the user is getting the prompt to authenticate with their credentials again and again for some reason. And I don't know why and how it is getting triggered, but I'm sure it is something related to conditional access. So how have you guys experienced the same thing? Is it, if yes, that what is the solution that you guys have taken it?
Okay, Srishti, first welcome to MacAdmin, right? We are here to help you. Like we all started as a new for a Mac, right? So I have seen this issue personally in my environment, right? I'll advise you just go to Slack, right? I'll tell you what we did, but if you not used Slack, if you have access to Slack, just go to MacAdmin Slack and just go to a channel called Jam of InTune configuration. You can able to see there are a lot, you're not alone. There are a lot of people who have faced this issue, but we have faced it 3 to 4 months back.
Okay.
Okay. So what I advise is just you download a Mac evaluation utility. Okay. And then run Mac evaluation utility. What we found is there are certain URLs which is responsible for SSO configuration for the Mac device, which is blocked in our organization. Either we have firewall or we have any SSL. What is it? There are some applications like Zscaler or VPN portals. It will block. It will verify all the SSL application and it will block it. So I'll ask you to just download a Mac evaluation utility and then run it. It will give you what URLs are not allowed or not able to respond back to Apple. You can work with your networking team to allow it, and all the Apple URLs need to be excluded from SSL inspection.
Okay.
Right. So just download a Mac evaluation utility, and run it. It will give you an information what URLs are getting blocked and work with the networking team to allow it. Then your issue will be fixed. Or you can just go to MacAdmin Slack and jam of InTune configuration channel. You will read about this issue. Just go back for 3 months back. You will read about this issue, and then we all did the same.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
We allowed. There are two. If I'm not wrong, there are two URLs. I wait. I'll let me check if I can able to get those URLs.
Also,
Shyam,
will this, I'm sorry, Raj. Also, will this recording will be available for us to review again in the YouTube channel?
Yes.
Okay,
Maybe in
great.
couple of days we'll be uploading it in our YouTube channel.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Go ahead,
Okay,
Raj.
so just okay, I'll ping you just 1 minute before we jump in. Just I'll ping you those. Just check because this is a URL which is blocked for us and responsible for SSO. Once we exclude this URL from SSL inspection, our issue is resolved.
Mhm.
All right, and then this is an URL from Apple. It gives you a list of IPs and ports which needs to be allowed.
Okay,
Uday, I think
perfect.
Uday, we
Thank you.
have some URL which is like allowed. They have some KB blocks, no, that Apple. That I
Yeah,
think we can share with him.
yeah, I pinged
Okay.
those URL.
The entire URL list we have, no, that which is Apple is given. That
Yeah,
KB, I think we can share with them.
Yeah, I pinged the entire site URL, which contains
Okay.
all the Apple URLs which needs to be allowed. And then I also pinged two specific URLs which is responsible for SSO, which needs to be excluded from SSL inspection.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Uday, by the way, sorry, Ajay here, and I am a new joining, like in MacAdmin. I never. This is the first time I'm joining. So
Yeah.
if we have any kind of WhatsApp group or might be some Telegram group, so please add me
Yeah,
in
we
that.
have. Yeah, 1 minute. We have that. I think.
Or might be some also new folks will be there who want to join. They can also join it in case.
Yeah, I can able to see the screen. Just scan this QR code
Okay.
and you can able to join in our MacAdmins Telegram channel.
All right. Cool.
Okay, it will take you to a Google form. Fill this form and submit it. You will get a link for joining in the Telegram channel.
Shyam, you can share that link as well for where we can download the utility that Mac evaluation utility.
Mac evaluation utility, you want to download it from Apple Seed, right? So you need to have an Apple Seed access to download a Mac evaluation utility.
Okay.
So let me see if possible. We'll try to download and then we'll see.
Yeah, you
If
can
I'm not,
show me a small demo for that if possible.
so this is what Mac evaluation utility looks, right? You guys able to see my screen? No, I guess.
Yeah, that presentation is there.
You're able to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay, this is what Mac evaluation utility is, how it looks. And you need to just run a new report. It will test for all the Apple URLs, whether it able to reach out or not. And then it will give you the information. So you can able to see it as running the test and then you will get the report now. See, so you'll get the reports similar to it. And then if it is something green, accessible. If something is exclamatory, it has some issues. You need to view it. And then you can able to see device management. You can able to see there are certain URLs. Double click on it. You can able to see what is. It says it is not trusted. So then we need to exclude this URL from SSL inspection. Then you want to work with your the networking team to allow this URL. So you can able to see, okay, so why it is not happening because it isn't trusted by built-in anchor certificates. So similarly, you can able to view a lot of like all those URLs. it should be all green, right? Sometimes if there's any temporary issues, you will get an exclamatory mark. I'll just run this test a couple of times. And if you're still getting the same issue, then you need to reach out to your networking team who's responsible for the stuff, and then get it excluded or get it allowed based on your Zscaler or firewall, and get it allowed. Any question? But everything should be green. All the URL should be reachable from your network. If it is not reachable, you will get one or other issues.
Hi, Shyam. Just wanted to share something on the Mac evaluation utility. Those who doesn't have the Apple Seed for IT account.
Yeah.
So basically, if you have Apple Business Manager account in your premises, so you can use that same email ID to register under Apple Seed for IT. Once you register, you can download. No, you can not only download the Mac evaluation utility, but you can register the devices which you can uh, go for a beta testing at the time of Apple macOS launch. So if anyone are interested, they can share the email IDs. So I will be sharing the link to register them.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I'll share my ID. Can share it our ID to this link, the open chat only, right?
I guess yes.
Okay.
You can share.
We can also register by ourselves, right?
See, this is
Ajay,
this
the
is the
ID which you
URL.
have. Sorry,
No, you
Sam.
guys. No, this is the URL for Apple Seed IT. You can log in and you can download the Mac evaluation utility. Let me also
But to
see if there's any
register under
possibility.
this link, I think you need a organization ID, not the personal ID. The ID which you have registered on for Apple Business Manager.
Yeah.
Right.
No, if I'm not wrong. Okay, you're talking about the managed Apple ID, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So if you go to this URL down, if you scroll down, you have option to sign in with the managed Apple ID. Or let me see if I can download a Mac evaluation utility and then share it via any GitHub page or something. Let me check whether it is allowed. I need to look into the that part as because Apple is very strict on it. So let me see what are the feasibilities, possibilities we have, and see how we can share it.
Yeah,
Whether
you
it
can
is
do that. You can do that as well. And you can.
maybe if possible, we'll keep it in the our GitHub page, MacAdmins GitHub page. You can download it from there. So this forum is specifically for an open forum. We kept it as an open forum so that we can discuss. So you have any questions, so you have any challenges, we can discuss and get it fixed, right? So we're planning to have this session every month. And in between, we also have some tech sessions, right? So we'll talk about technical stuffs, and this is purely a open forum. So I advise you guys to speak up, and you have any challenges, any questions, anything you want to know about it, or any open question, any question you can ask. You can discuss here. Yeah, Kishore.
Hey, hi. Hey, hi. So again, I'm new to this community. Maybe from offline, I know there is a MacAdmins groups, but I just want to highlight one of the key requirements which is happening around the InTune world, which is
Yeah.
on the recovery lock for
Okay.
Mac.
Okay.
As you know that when we switched from Intel to Apple Silicon, the firmware has been decommissioned on the Apple Silicon devices. It didn't carry
Yes.
forward. So Apple introduced the MDM-based recovery lock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So from JAMF, yes, we know there is a Python-based custom script which you can enforce it from the client level, or from API we can try to set a recovery lock. But from InTune, right? Do we have any options around? Because we are in touch with the Microsoft community forum, where you know Arnab, right, from Microsoft. He's the Arnab is the person who is reachable for the Mac community when we go with the Slack community forums or maybe the tech community forum from Microsoft.
Okay.
So internally, we have submitted a ticket or maybe a feature request,
Okay.
but I'm just trying to understand that does this recovery log came into your bucket list somewhere
Okay. So
from InTune world?
No. So I'm really sorry. I don't have much information about on that. But
Okay.
yeah, I know about recovery log because it is we can enable it via MDM, right? You can able to enable it via in the pre-stage in JAMF, but I'm not sure how to do it on Intune.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so I can just look into it, and then if I get it, so are you on our Telegram channel?
I think so, but maybe I haven't joined in that channel. I think we haven't yet.
Yeah, you can join our Telegram channel and post a question. Or if I'm not wrong, there is in LinkedIn recently they created a new channel specifically for Intune.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
MacAdmins
correct.
for Intune.
Yes, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this discussion, right, which happens from the Huddle's perspective, maybe a month on month or maybe every quarter, right?
Yeah.
Is it targeted for all the MDM applications?
Yes.
Not only Jam. Okay.
No,
okay,
it is.
That's great.
It is not specifically for JAMF. It is specific. It is for Apple MacAdmins Apple community. So all the MDMs. It is not only for specific MDM tool.
That's nice. Okay. Fine. I'll just post my questionnaire there. Maybe I'll just summarize it and just try to post it. We will see if we get any hits and responses from that.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Hi, Vinay. Yeah, please.
Yeah, hi Sham. So my query is like it is a request instead of query, I would say. If somebody has access to the active Jamf ID, they can able to download the Jamf tools. So there is basically Recon and all this stuff like Composer and all this, right? So if somebody can get the latest version of this, because we moved out and I lost the access to that tool actually. So yeah, it would be great if you can manage to get it.
Now we don't have the tools because Recon is depreciated. And see, what are the tools we have is we have JAMF Recon, JAMF Admin, and Composer. Now both these tools are depreciated. JAMF Recon is no more available, and JAMF Admin is also no more available. It will be depreciated, and only Composer is available now. So you can download Composer. But as I said, right, so we will get few more tools like JAMF Sync Manager, JAMF Print Manager, and JAMF Actions. So it is yet to be released because it's still now in beta stage.
Yeah, I understood that. The thing is, like I said, like if we can get somebody like, or maybe you can able to get the DMG. That's for Jamf Composer, at least. Because I lost the access to Jamf ID because we moved from Jamf already.
Okay, so I need to check this feasibility because there are two things: whether it is allowed, right? So that we need to check, and then we will get this checked, and then I will get back to you on this.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, it does not have any licensing as such as of now. What I can understand.
That's what I need to, because I'm not sure. I don't have this information handy, so I need to check whether it is allowed to share. So that I need to check, and then I will get back to you on this.
Yeah,
Or
sure,
if anyone have any information in the forum, the MacAdmins, anyone have, just please pitch in, and then you can answer for it. Raj, please.
Yeah, Sham. So we talked about that Nud vulnerability, right?
Yes.
So currently in our environment, we are using it. So what we do, we deploy the package for Nud and the profile to update the patch. Right?
You will be deploying script or package?
Package actually.
So I think Nudge is script based, right? So what you can do is you can go to the Nudge portal in GitHub. They have the latest version available. They released the latest version of Nudge, so latest version of script. So you can download it and deploy the latest version.
Okay, that's what I'm we are not using any script, so do we have to worry like we are not using
Now
ZS?
just check the package. There might be a script inside the package.
Okay.
Uday, sorry, but I missed that. What was the vulnerability with the nudge? Like, sorry, can you repeat that one if you don't mind?
So there was a vulnerability with Z-cell. Because Nudge is using, so when you're
Okay.
creating a script, you'll be using a header like /bin /sh /bash and all this stuff. Right. Similarly, if using
Correct.
/nudge was used using /z-cell because that was a common shell in Mac. So it has some vulnerability. So they fixed it. They released the latest version.
So
And
if we are
Okay.
using
Okay.
Z shell, then no need to worry about it, right?
sorry.
If we are not using Z shell in the script, that sh, then
Okay, so Nudge's package is available. The latest version is available. You can just go to GitHub, download the latest Nudge package, and install it. Deploy to all the machine.
okay, sure.
Download the latest package. I think it is something around 1.1.1681564 version, which is released 3 weeks back. So you can download and install it. So not only Nudge, suppose if you guys are using any scripts in your environment, which has what is it? The binder with the header with /bin/zsh, that is vulnerable. So you want to either change to bash or sh, or you want to add as no. Okay, I'll just share my screen again. Right. So you want to replace with bin zsh with -no -rcs. It is no recursion. So it is a
Okay.
vulnerability they found, which is what is it? Which is mitigated by adding this -no and -rcs. So if you need more information about this vulnerability, there is a blog in voicexscripting.com which explains you what this vulnerability really and what is causing this issue. You can have a look on it. It not only affects Nudge or support app. I am repeating it again. Whatever script you have, even if it use any header with bin ZSS, it is affected. So you want to replace it with the same header like bin/ZSH space -no space RCS.
Sure. Yeah, thank you.
Sham, this is Ashi here. What was the community you suggested where we can refer this CVs and vulnerabilities for this, especially with the script part?
Sorry, could you please come again? I didn't get it.
No, you were suggesting a reference portal where we can refer this CVs, I mean the vulnerabilities.
Scriptingvoicx.com.
Okay. Especially with the scripts and these apps which uses the Z shell and
Okay,
yeah.
so okay, Ashay, if I'm not wrong, if you want more information about the vulnerability on ZSH, you want to go to the scriptingx.com.
Okay.
Right, and then it has the information. Let me check if I can able to get those. So it explains you what
I have
actually the vulnerability is. Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
Sham, I have just
Yeah.
given the
Yeah.
URL.
Yeah, great. So we can just read to this blog. It explains about ZCS, the vulnerability about the scripting and which affects Nudge and support app. And if you need more information about GoFetch, just go to Google and search GoFetch. You will get a lot of blogs, and it explains what this vulnerability is, what the GoFetch vulnerability is.
Sure, Sham, thank you.
Anyone? Anything you want to share or it's an open forum, guys. So it is not only I need to speak. You can also contribute whatever questions you want to ask, or you want to suggest something to entire MacAdmins. Okay, you can try this step. It implemented, or you want to share your experience. It's an open forum. Please
Yeah,
So whatever you
Sham,
want to discuss.
I've
Yeah. Hi, Vinay. Yes, Vinay.
Yeah, sure. Vinayak this side.
Yeah.
So I would like to know more about like a third-party application patching tool because we haven't been using anything because as we have already moved from Jamf to Intune, so it's really hard to catch up on all this third-party applications. So suggestions are always welcome if you have anything which is good as a third-party application patching tool, be
Okay.
it free
So
or be it like a paid enterprise one.
okay. So you can also use installer meter to patch. Okay. Um, have you heard
Yeah,
about
I've seen that
installer meter?
installer. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I have seen that. It is purely bash script based. But apart from that, I think because this is already fetching all the installers directly from the
Okay. So
OEMs.
I pinged you one more. There is something called app auto patch, right? It works based on installer meter, right? It will scan all your application installed in your machine, and then if there is any older version is installed, it will automatically patch it.
Okay. The thing is, like, sometime we need to be not really on the latest version. So that's really hard to get hold on. Like, not every time um, fully updated version means there is no bugs. So we want to something have which is like controlled one.
Okay. I think that you can just have a look onto it. I think if I'm not wrong, there is some more. If you go in Jam of Marketplace, you'll also get some paid patch management tool.
Yeah, but that is with integrated of Jamf. Right now, I'm not on Jamf, so
Okay.
that's more of like the thing that is lagging or behind. That is with Intune, I think.
Okay. Hmm, that's a good question. But
Anyways, thanks for your input.
let me see. Let me see if we have any applications. Because I'm using installer meter to because I'm using Jamf, so we are deploying those what is it, installer meter and then Mac apps to automatically upgrade the application. But Intune, yes, you can able to run scripts in from Intune, right?
Yes, 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 we can.
So then you can try those auto patch. So that just have a look and let me see if there's any option. Not okay, as I said, you don't want to install the latest version, but to have a control version, like you want to have a control of what version need to be installed. Let
Yes.
me to see whether there's but auto patch, what it will do is it will just scan all the application installed in your machine, and then it will what is it, it will get a report which is latest version, which is not latest version, and automatically upgrade whatever it is not latest version.
Yeah, I got that. So that's something may cause the issues. So, anyways,
Yeah.
like patching it to the latest is good, but sometimes compatibility and other bugs and vulnerabilities along with it, which automatically comes in. So
Yeah.
that can
So
be
what
the
kind of
problem.
application you're talking about?
Let's say I've just gone through one application which is Enterprise ID. That's for JetBrains.
Okay.
So, which had a issue with compatibility of some of the applications which is in our organization developers are using. So we want to make sure that while like the minor version or the only maintenance builds get fixed, not really upgrades, because whenever we checking automatically using script, it goes for upgrade, not a
Hmm.
minor version or the same. Basically it does not stays on same version. It upgrades and that causes the issue. So that's
Okay.
something is bizarre here.
Okay, that application is your in-house application or
No, no, it's enterprise applications only. Along with that, they were using like Postman and sort of like API controlling tools and all this.
okay, 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 yeah,
So that causes
yes,
so lot of issues.
I could suggest something, Vinayak here. So uh, he was suggesting auto package is one of it that we are using and it works in a controlled way completely. So whenever there's a new version release, auto package scans that. First you have to have another device. So I'm using Jamf environment. So what we used to do, we copy all the auto packages into another device, that is actually you have to install an AutoPackage console where it lists you all the packages that has been released with the latest version. You can literally select the which version you want to deploy. The moment you select that, only that particular package is actually deployed from the JAMF. So you can have a control over the version completely. Whenever you want, you can deploy and you can do that. So we are using that as it's better than installing it.
Great. So yeah, yep. Thanks for your input. So
And
basically,
just to add,
yeah,
you can roll back also.
that
Yeah.
is really great. Yeah, thanks, Rishi. So wish to know, like, is that a paid enterprise version or it is a free something? You're talking about auto package or auto PKG?
I mean, auto PKG.
Oh, okay. I got that then. Okay, that's cool. I think I need to have a look on it then. Yeah, thanks for
Yeah, I
your
guess you
input.
can also try Monkey.
Monkey PKG, we already tried, but
Okay.
the problem is like it takes a lot of man hours to see, and because we have already like company portal and everything, it works like the same. Like it has their own stuff to publish apps on, and that's kind of like again adding another layer of work to do to the end users. As the
Okay.
admin, we can get it sorted, but we need to run like release comms to the users, and these kind of like they are pretty confusing, they find it. So yeah.
Just check. Okay, so see, if I know you're using Union, just check in Jam of Marketplace. There are some application which can also be used in Intune, like patch management. There are paid patch management tool. Let me see if I can get
Sure,
some
Sam.
name because yeah, because even though because okay, let me see. And then did you try the something called app catalog? And then there is something called from data jar.
Okay.
So these are all paid plat patch management tool. I guess they also supports. I'm not just data jar is an organization. It's a company. They also have their patch management tool. Just have a look onto it whether just go to Jam of Marketplace and just search for patch management. You will get a lot of tools available. Just check it whether those tools can also be used on Intune.
Yeah. Anyways, like the problem is majority of I've seen like the applications which is being used along with Intune requires a hell lot of like scriptings along with it to get it integrated. That's what we were doing till now, because
Okay.
as Intune is lacking on so many features, they have said like couple of time their roadmap about the releases. Sometime they get it released, or sometime it gets delayed too much. So that's
Yeah.
another thing.
Yeah. But Intune was improved a lot. What we have in
Indeed.
about 2 years
Yeah,
before, but
indeed.
now we have a lot of features. But still, there are a lot to go.
Yeah, exactly. Same like Jamf, there is a no flush logs something or no any other functions like which is handy. They are still lacking on. So yeah. Anyways, I think somebody have already mentioned from the Microsoft in the community that I don't know. I don't remember or recall that guy's name. They I think somebody just spoken about that guy.
Okay.
So we also reached out to him, but they were saying like we are in like that is still in pipeline, sort of.
Okay. So I think if I'm not wrong, there is also a new LinkedIn group they created specifically for the people who's
Yes,
managing
they
Mac
moved there.
Intune.
Yeah, they moved the community entirely
Yeah. Yeah.
from I think their own tool to directly
Yeah.
LinkedIn,
Previously they
right?
had in Yammer, they had in Engage.
Yeah,
Now they
Maria.
moved to LinkedIn.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you also have a what is it? LinkedIn has, yeah, they moved it, but they have I think they have good number of members, around 1,000. But you can also ask a question in Slack. that we have huge number of users on Slack who is managing Mac via Intune.
Yes. I'm already part of so much of communities, like be it our Slack community, or be it our which is I think Telegram community. So much of communities I've been part of,
Yeah.
but not getting like exactly what I'm finding or what I would like to find. That's the second thing.
Yeah. So just keep us posted if you found something. So it will be helpful for us as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just writing my blogs, so sooner like they'll be
Great,
published.
great. Yeah, great. Anyone else want to share your experience? Any questions?
Yeah, one thing that's a
Yes.
weird experience I've seen because I haven't got solution till now. That's a weird experience, I would say, or maybe a bug, which is a loop. The experience was like the issue was like a
Yeah.
user was not able to reset the password, whereas in like that the user was using completely which is a cached account, mobile account
Okay.
of AD. So I tried with different password resetting techniques likewise in recovery.
Hmm.
So let's say there were a situation wherein I forgot all admin passwords, or that admin password wasn't working even that time to reset from the recovery. But I need to get the
Okay.
data back. So I have
Okay.
clicked on reset all, forgot all passwords for admin. So basically it goes to the device deactivation, and it
Yeah.
reactivates the device, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
in that loop, when we deactivate the device to reset the administrator password, it shows like for every single user I have resetted the password except that mobile one, because mobile is something cached account. So
Yeah.
now the thing is to get it reactivated. It throw me message, some weird message that activation or something, the servers wasn't being contacted, and again now the device is in deactivated stage. It has to be activated. Now the problem is until I get it activated, how I can reset the password?
Okay.
And it throws me that error. And
Yeah,
after yeah.
did you tried connecting to Apple configurator and then tried activating it with the DFE mode?
No, I think that is what I'm missing on. I think that is the
Yeah.
step I can definitely try.
Yeah, that you can try. Uh that might help you.
Yeah, because the loop is like simple. Once the device is deactivated, it can't get reactivated, because that's the error that throws, and it goes to next step instead of falling it back. If it fails to activate, right, it should fall
Yeah.
back. It is not falling back.
Yeah.
So you end up with getting deactivated device, and to reactivate or get a hold of the accounts, you need to wipe it. There is no way to get it back to the life.
Yeah. Just try once in DFE mode.
Definitely, I think that would be the
Whether
next step. Yeah.
whether that helps. Before you wipe, you can try once in DFE mode. So that might that might give you some idea whether it does help. So you don't need to wipe it. You can get all your datas.
Yeah, one more thing to add, that
Hmm.
device wasn't been under any MDM. That was the biggest issue. Otherwise, I could have the recovery key in
Recovery
place.
key. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the main issue. Like, device wasn't being monitored, or it is not under any MDM.
Yeah.
That was the biggest issue. Like under this circumstances, like that can happen, and that's the weirdest word. What you can say? It's weirdest one, I would say.
Yeah.
So I think nobody have faced these kind of issues till now.
No, it is weird. It is very rare. So I have seen,
So yeah,
right?
but
I have seen this because whenever we click on forget all password, it will go to deactivate state. But even yesterday, I had one machine I just deactivated, but once I restarted and connected to internet, it activated again.
great. But that should be under the ABM something, right? Because
Yes. Yes. Yes.
that was completely Intel device. An Intel device,
Okay.
as long as I know, we can't able to get it added to the ABM back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's specifically like where the ABM wasn't been there in our organization, so I couldn't able to even add using the iPhone.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, we can do that. We can add manually to ABM.
I think they allow only to M1 or M2 devices, not Intel. What I can understand.
No, no, Vinayak, you can add Intel also, which is might be after 2017 version.
Intel
That
with
Intel
T2
is
chip, I
the
guess, if I'm not wrong.
T2 chip. If you have a
Yeah,
T2 chip in your Mac, then it will be get configured in AVM.
okay. T2 chip. That means basically the Mac with the touch bar.
Almost 2017 or 18 models can be done.
Okay. Making a note of it. Let me check. Thanks.
And second thing, if your activation thing, I think Apple also can help you with it. Like they can remove the activation from their backend that you can try with it.
Yep, that I know, but the problem is like the process here in India, that's very worst. At least in Pune, Maharashtra, where I belong to, it has to go through directly Apple Store, not really reseller or something, because we have to keep the device there. I did that before. We have to produce the documentation, which is purchase procurement,
No,
and
no,
then they
Vinay,
get.
you can contact to the toll free number. They will give you some Excel sheet which you have to submit to the Apple, and they will and also the invoice of that particular devices. So what they do, they within the 10 to 12 days they take some time, and then if that the document which you submitted, if it gets verified that these are the devices which is belongs to your organization, so within 12 to 13 days, they remove the activation from their backend, and then you can able to work on it.
Vinayak, you have the Apple enterprise support.
Yeah. I think so. We have. Yeah.
Okay, if you have an Apple enterprise support, you can directly raise a case, and then within 2 hours, we have seen this because we have this issue where user forgets the Apple ID and it gets text and activation log. We will raise a case and then we will attach those whatever document they ask on Apple enterprise support. Within 2 to 3 hours, we have seen those got removed.
Great. Okay.
Just try
Note of.
raising case from your Apple enterprise support. That will
Yeah,
be
either two
faster.
or 3 years might be the if you have enterprise, but they also have ask them for charges for the activation account for the enterprise. So might be if you have to be check with them, I don't know. But if you talk about the normal stage, so it will take around 12 to 13 days, which is a free of cost or without any enterprise account.
Yep. So the time is the factor here. Majority of time I've seen that time is the factor. Whenever the time we get like it's bit urgent because a user can't able to get the
Yeah.
device data. Data is the concern and the time, but obvious, not the device. So yeah, I have seen that like
Something
I've got it removed
as
within the
Uday
next.
said, so I think as Uday said, like you can, if you have an enterprise account and might be some license cost they charge for that account, and if you have that one, I think they will do it on immediate basis. Depends.
Yeah, got it. Because what the way I did it is like not even 12 days, but yeah, with the warranty they cover it on a free of cost, like normal warranty I'm talking about, not even Apple Care Enterprise or Plus. They just need to walk in and you need to produce like physical paperwork, that is a purchase invoice, and yeah, they get it done within maybe a one working day.
Yeah. Okay. Asha, you raised your hand. Do you have any questions?
Yes, Sham.
Yeah.
It's specifically around the InTune deployments actually. A lot of customers are coming in with a lot of requests to have a POC to migrate from JAMF because they are pretty more small in number of devices, probably less than 100 or around 50 or 60 odd numbers. With the premium features of JAMF would cost more and they would like to have InTune onboarded because they really have the license. So we did POC around a couple of security apps deployment. But what challenge we come up is it's very strange results we are getting. We are getting packaged a lot of security applications, especially with the antivirus or probably the data like protection apps like FireEye and all those. But the deployment, when it gets to where we deploy, we see not the exactly result. When we deploy it on a couple of devices, we get success, but it on the reality it is not getting deployed on the endpoint, and we don't see any logs on the Intune, or the success ratio is like out of 10, 3 are successful and 7 is failed, but the Intune still shows it as a success. We had a lot of tickets logged with them, but we don't see an exact answers or a solution to it. What we thought is trying out with the having a separate storage, Azure Blob storage to place all these installers and then fetch it using the scripts. But it's still in the initial phase of testing with that. But is there any recommendation from the group or from you, if anything, that sort of issues are around security apps deployment or Intune?
Okay, see, because the problem is with JAMF, so all the package installation happen via the policies. You have an agent installed on all the machines, and your package installation will happen by the agent installed on all the machines. You have a JAMF binary will be installed on the Mac machines, and binary will install those packages. So it'll be what is it? It'll happen instantly. So if you push it, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Right? And then in same JAMF, we have another set of application installation that happens via MDM.
Yeah.
Right. So that it is not reliable as how we are installing it via package, because it happens via MDM. We're not sure when the device will get installed. It purely depends on the communication between the MDM and as well as the device.
But the
Right?
surprising fact here is the configuration profiles, which gets pushed very instantly. At the same time, we do any changes on Intune configuration, but
Yes.
it immediately affects on the device.
It is not only issue with the Intune, it is issue with, see, we have seen this issue in JAMF also. Whenever you push an application via an MDM, we have a JAMF app catalog, which happens, right? We won't able to get the logs. In policies, we'll get the logs, but in MDM, we won't able to get, we will get a status, because in policy, we will get the entire logs, what is happening, whether it is getting downloaded or getting failed and all this information. But in MDM, we will get to know only the status, whether it is installed or not installed, or it is failed. Right? So it is not issue only with Intune. We have seen this issue with other MDM tools which use when you're deploying the packages via MDM. Right? But now, so you are on the right path, right? So you're choosing keeping it all in a different block storage and running a script and installing it. I guess that is a good approach. You can go ahead and test those approach. That is a good approach. Also, we also have a DDM which is introduced, which is more reliable, right? But I hope soon we will also have those. The application installation also comes under DDM, which is more reliable. So that changes this perspective, and that gives a good result for us.
Right. All right. Yeah. Let's see. I'll post you those updates if it gets through the blob storage, pulling out those application installers through a script. Let's see if it works well. And we haven't tried still the auto provisioning, which is an AD kind of a setup through Intune. We are still yet to do the testing on that phase. We'll have to have a device added on ABM and then integrated with Intune, and need to try those.
That will work smooth. Okay, because I know a couple of people have tried. That will not have any issues. You can go ahead and test it. That you'll not have any issues. Only you have issues with an application deployment via MDM.
MDM. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Hi, Vinayak. Yeah. Thank you, Vishnu. Hi, Vinayak. You raised your hand again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shyam. So I would like to add a point here, which is raised by Ashay. So the thing is, like as you said, like Shyam, the auto deployment or a DEP, a device enrollment, which will work automatically, like, flawlessly, I would say, on the Intune side. We have already, we have already that in production with regards of security softwares and everything, which is pretty standard software we install, not bulking up the installation process, which is taken automatically. Secondly, the software installation, maybe third party or whatever, the requirement from the Intune, what we have seen is like whenever you're packaging the software, the auto like which is coming from a vendor that does not have this kind of problem, cause which is already signed, digitally signed and notarized from the Apple. So the basic requirement is it should be signed. So whenever we are deploying the softwares from the Intune, it is working flawlessly. Because what we are doing is we need to place some kind of like dummy app packages, which is like being getting read while it is successfully getting deployed. And also along with it, we need to repackage it along with the pre and post install scripts, which is helping us a lot to get what exactly installed and what not, and which we can track it even in install.log file what is done
Okay.
from the Intune. And
Yeah.
the part of security softwares, yes, definitely there are a couple of things which needs to be which needs to be considered while deploying through Intune. In our experience, it is like we have seen a couple of kernel extension or kexts we need to pre-approve, which is the first step. Second step, there is like a couple of parameters we need to push through while installing it in a post install script with the package. And what I can say is more of like a third point would be uh, getting those installed at the first place. Likewise, the security software I'm talking about, maybe antivirus, maybe DLP suites. Because we have already moved from the from the Jamf to Intune, we have written our own script, own tool to migrate, which is purely in Bash and with the Swift dialog. So that's what our experience was, and these were the points which needs to be kept in mind while deploying the security software, especially. And whereas in like for taking care of the security point here, that is encryption. The escrow buddy works really great because we need to reissue the key because once migrating it from, or either like if you are if you wanted like to decrypt the Mac first, that would be the second approach. If you don't want escrow buddy, then definitely decrypt the Mac first of stage of the migration, and then again encrypt it into the Intune will work flawlessly. That's what the observations and the points that we have seen in Intune while deploying it to the security softwares for the
Yeah.
migration.
Thank you, Pratik.
Thanks, Vinayak. I think the points which you said, which is perfectly right, which is with the configuration profiles, we had little challenges initially, but we figured out what was exactly needed. But just with the packages deployment, what I'm seeing very strange issues every now and then with the testing. Especially you said post install and pre install. I think the feature which Intune has, inbuilt feature now they've added recently to add pre install or post install, that actually doesn't work. But if you can add the post install pre install directly from the composer, I think that do the job there. I think that still works. But yeah, I think I need to try the part which you suggested to collect the logs directly to the post install and try to have the inventory back to the NVM, or try to gather those logs. That I think would help to see what's really happening on the endpoint level. And there was another key which I think you added, was which might help, which was a bundle identifier, I think, which reads the installed app and which sends back the status to the Intune inventory. Probably we need to try the custom attributes and figure out whether what exactly is happening there. Probably we'll give it a shot and we'll keep you posted then on the next meeting probably.
Yep.
Yep. So actually, here the thing is, what we did is like we added one demo dummy app. Like instead of deploying actual app, in info.plist file, we have edited the whatever the version we are targeting, which is automatically getting captured while uploading a package to Intune, and which detects. Because what I have seen is like majority of time, the Intune is lacking with the speed or the time to deploy the
Yeah,
application.
right.
Yeah. So sometime majority, not I would say sometime, majority of time I have seen like applications got deployed. The failure where it detects is the detection whether the app is installed or not. That's where the point is where the Intune is lacking. So
Right.
where we have overcome it with a dummy application, which is like actually does not contain any application inside. It's just a dummy package which contains the info.plisten, which is getting read by InTune while deploying it. And the second thing that you have said is correct. We are deploying the packages by packaging it along with the which is like packaged by Composer, which is we have older version, I would say. So yeah, that is working flawlessly.
Okay. Sure, Vinay. Thank you. We'll give a try on that.
Yeah, great. Thank you,
Yep.
Vinay. Thank you for detailed information. I think it definitely helps.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, guys. So, last question. Anyone have anything? Anything to share?
Nothing from me, Shyam. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So we will have this
Yeah,
session
thanks,
every
Sam.
month, right? So we will send you the invite. So every month, first Saturday, we will have this session, right? So we will also send you the invite and you'll get the information via LinkedIn or our channel soon about this. Yeah. So then thank you all. Thanks for joining and have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you, Shyam, for your session. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.